even a little bit lower, actually.
Yeah. Or when we're talking, we're going up into the yellows, so it should be okay.
All right.
And I'm gonna move this over just because I'm a narcissistic and I want to see myself.
Absolutely.
In the camera.
Hello, welcome to Coffee Break. I'm Ryan House, second-year PhD at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee in the English department, Media, Cinema, and Digital Studies. That's a mouthful. With me today is Eric Kirsting.
Yes, and I have the same credentials as Ryan.
Yeah, we're basically the same person. So we've got our coffee. I think that's coffee.
No,
Maybe
this is just water. I don't drink coffee. I shouldn't be on this show.
Well, you know. You have a drink anyway. Today we're playing Super House of Dead Ninjas, sticking with our platforming motif for the month of September.
And speaking of remediation, I saw that there was a comic associated with this.
Oh yeah, you want to take a gander at it real quick?
I just dropped my glasses. Okay.
Not that we really, I think, need a whole lot of narrative for this, but it is a pretty awesome part.
I can't read.
Did your glasses just fall apart?
Well, no, I pulled them off to wipe like a smudge off of them. Okay.
I don't really want to read it because
let's just quickly let's just skip through it. Okay.
We'll just look at the pictures. Which
this is how I read comics.
Incredibly freaking well.
These are pretty well drawn. Yeah.
Well drawn.
All right, so we're super powerful. That's all I need to know.
Yep. We're powerful and we're breaking into. Oh my God! See, I told you this is long.
Wait, is this an example of remediation? I guess it is. It's the comic book.
The comic book is inside the.
Everything
game.
is remediation. I think that's the point of the book.
Yep.
Okay.
Everything is
Sorry for that detour. Ooh,
no worries.
And a map editor. Ooh, this game's got lots of extra functions.
Yeah. I think it's well suited to the speedrunning thing that you like so much. Let's see. I've played this before, but I don't think this is going to have any of my saved things, even though now I'm sort of wondering if that's not the case. But we'll just go straight. We'll go straight intro stuff.
Okay.
I think it did save all my stuff.
Are you loading this from your own Steam account?
Yeah.
Then it would have, whatever's on the cloud, it probably
Isn't that
saved up.
so funny? Yeah, so this is an Adult Swim game. I don't know if you can see in the corner.
Yeah.
The guy's watching Adult Swim or maybe reading Adult Swim comics.
Or just
let's
as an
just go
Adult Swim
normal
neon light sign in his living room. The roof. Okay. Pretty classic stuff.
Oh yeah.
Just with the double jump in. Ooh.
Oh wow, I missed that guy.
Do you move faster the more things you kill?
Oh shit. I was not paying attention to that guy. I think you get. This might take a minute to get warmed up. I think you get just extra time, maybe.
Oh, okay. So is that? Okay. I see. So like that's the crux of the gameplay is that you have to move quick through the levels because that katana is going to keep falling down.
Yeah.
And so what happens when you get here? Oh,
I don't know if I die if I run out of time, but maybe. No, there's my time at the bottom. I'm at 34 seconds.
Is that your health, maybe?
At the top there, below my score,
Yeah.
that's gonna be sort of my meter. Like, I want to keep that meter as full as I can get it.
As most meters tend to like to be full, except for like raid meters, I guess, in some games. I always find the meters where you have to like kind of keep them like balanced to be like some of the most interesting in terms of a game mechanic.
Yeah.
Because like, where it's like there's a character in League of Legends that's like, he's got like this meter, and it's kind of like Rage, or like it's like fire. He's like a robot man or something like that. This isn't endless, is it?
Oh my god. Yeah, I think it might be. I've certainly not beaten it before.
Alright, so it's just like an endless fall off of this roof?
I think there are stages.
Oh, okay. Is it like a roguelike where it's randomly generated, or is this like a designed level?
You know, I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out. I can't believe I haven't died already. I'm only taking 2 hits though. It's not 3 hits.
But anyway, so Rumble is the name of the character in League of Legends, and he has like a meter where, like every time you use one of his abilities, his rage his motor engine for his mech pilot kind of starts heating up, and if you go all the way up to 100, which is like when you would use like all of his abilities at once or something, he can no longer cast abilities or anything. And so like I always found that character to be pretty neat in terms of like, because you have to like kind of balance, like I could just spend all my stuff because I don't have mana or anything, but if I do that, it's not going to go well. So you have unlimited shurikens?
Hope so. Oh shit.
Nice. Yeah. Classic Zelda thing where you get like a heart at the end. And so it just keeps going then here. But now
it just gave me 1 life though. I didn't get a full reset.
Ooh, that's kind of brutal game.
I like that when I get to this guy, my time stops so I can relax and see what he's saying.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like Dark Souls or something where you can rest at the bonfire, and then no enemies will attack you or anything.
Where's the crouch button? Until you flash white. How long does it take to flash white? Alright, that's done.
See, like there you picked up shuriken. Oh, you do have a limited number of shurikens.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
Oh shiz.
So is this the base character of the game?
Yeah, I think. It's been a minute since I've played it, so it's possible that I've unlocked something that I don't remember unlocking. That guy takes 2 hits. And now I'm a dead ninja.
So you're a female ninja here.
Am I?
It seems like it. Like the voice is pretty feminine in nature.
Maybe so. It looked like some long hair.
Like wait, when you get hit, like kind of listen to like the vocalization. Nice. I hate fighting the enemies.
God dang it. Stupid chicken.
So, why were you red for a second there?
Because I filled my meter up and went into a rage. Which I think... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Seriously?
That's one way to get through the obstacle.
Check.
I do that all the time in, what's the game?
Mega Man?
Mega Man, yeah, that's the game where you can do that too.
Shoot. We're having a VSync issue.
Oh, and Super Mario Bros. Maker, where like if like I'm near the end and like I can see the flag or something, it's like, and I have like a little extra.
Do we have any viewers?
We have one viewer.
Oh, okay.
Why?
That was my girlfriend's Steam name on that bad guy up there. I was just wondering if she was watching.
Oh,
it was kind of weird.
Are the enemies like named after your Steam friends?
It must be, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
All right.
Welcome to the future. Amazon knows everything about you. The purchases in the next Sims game will be the purchases you've made on Amazon.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
Your friends in the game. I mean, your friends in the like StarCraft or something. I remember like in 2010, like it was really novel at the time, but like I like had a lot of friends who played StarCraft with me, who were like my real life friends, and we would be friends on Facebook, and like you could link your Battle.net account to your thing, and they would just show up as like John instead of whatever their actual name was.
That's pretty funny. Oh, this is. That's my name time. His neck beard. I don't Mel the Light. Yeah, I don't know those people, but maybe.
I don't think. Are we friends? Am I gonna see myself?
I don't know. Are we friends? Steve?
Oh, I'm friends with Dave. That's the only person. And
Friends with Dave for sure.
I'm friends with you on Blizzard.
Oh yeah, you're playing Overwatch today or this week?
I think we're gonna play Overwatch this week. Yeah.
What hit me? Lava?
No, that thing on the right, is that shooting out? No, never mind. I don't know. It must be
this
the
thing
lava.
I think that thing might poke through the.
Oh, a sneaky little caterpillar.
Oh, great.
Well, wait. What are these even supposed to be? Oh, they're dead now. Kind of like hedgehogs or something.
Like pig rams? This is already 3 continues.
Assuming that the player character is female, it kind of fits like a trope, I suppose you'd call it, of like masked feminine heroes in video games, like Samus Aran.
Oh yeah. Can you think of another one?
That's a good question. There's a Samus.
It's trope of 1.
I'll look it up on Google
Dirty.
right now.
This is not gonna. Whoa, my God! Unstoppable turtle torment.
It definitely seems unstoppable. I think you gotta hit him in the butt.
God, I can barely jump over him.
There's no iframes in this game. The greatest masked characters on Ranker. Spider-Man. Wait, no, these aren't all feminine.
I think this is it. I think I'm gonna get stabbed this time. The evil cultists.
Oh.
Game over. Alright, so now we go from the top. I had 153 kills, 5 friend kills. Apparently those were my friends. I know Amber's never played this game, so that can't be the case. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she's never played this game. Alright, that was warm up. Oh shit, that was stupid. Lantern?
I'm trying to find out their masked female. Catwoman.
Alright, so when I'm in a rage, these guys are one hit, so...
Oh, okay, so you, like, it increases your damage.
Yeah.
Man, it's kind of weird looking this stuff up. Alright. Oh, chic?
Alright.
Beneath the Mask TV tropes. Okay.
Those are still all, Nintendo.
This isn't Nintendo.
No. But
Oh.
those 2 games are.
Yes.
Alright. I might also be invincible? Let's certainly hit that, those spikes. I wanted to pick this game just because I like sort of the frantic pace of it.
Yeah, it seems like you just go.
It's a little bit like Hotline Miami in that way, you know?
Yeah, I could see that comparison. Kind of like Super Meat Boy to some degree, but with more combat.
Yeah. Maybe even a little bit more, frantic than Meat Boy. I mean, like Meat Boy is like you die and you restart immediately, but
Yeah. Meat Boy is kind of more of like
it's like more bursts.
Yeah, it's bursty as opposed to this.
Oh yeah, this is procedurally generated shit. Because I didn't see that last time, that little laser thing. Sorry, you were saying.
Guys tropes. Alright, anyways.
Bonus. Alright. I wonder if this is a different boss this time. Nope, same boss. Agile Mantis Sprite.
Oh, you had to restart fully.
Yeah.
That's not. Oh boy, no.
Damn it. I think now is the time for Shuriken. If I can hit him.
You only got 7. Oh, but you can pick them up and get them back. It's odd to me just a little bit that they would put that system in the game.
Well, they disappear though.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it just was like, this doesn't seem like a game that would give you your shurikens back.
The abyss of nature. So yeah.
So
okay.
yeah, different
limit. What? I hit that guy. Maybe I can't hit him when he's charging. Dirty monkey.
So we got a lot of callbacks to other games here. Like you got the Thwomps.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the sound effects that some of the enemies like that guy when you shuriken him just like ah.
Damn it.
Seems like this game would really reward the player for just kind of running past all the enemies if they could.
But
The timer, I guess, doesn't keep going up.
I want to get my.
Ooh.
Damn. So I definitely want to get my meter up because it makes me stronger and it might make me invincible. Oh, that? No, it didn't. Never mind. All right.
There's so many disguise tropes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out that thing. I just looked up disguise tropes, and then it's just like I looked up.
I feel like I mean maybe Sheik doesn't fall into this, but I feel like the
oh, because you don't play as Sheik.
Well, you can in Super Smash Brothers, but I think
Sure.
I think sort of the reason to mask the females is to hide their femaleness, right? Like it's always sort of revealed that they're females.
Sure.
And I know Sheik in any cases that she's Princess Zelda, but I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to think that she's a man.
They call it Sweet Polly Oliver, a female character dressed up as a man to accomplish some end.
Like Mulan.
Yeah. Okay, so Mulan would be an example of it. I mean, it's not like this character's necessarily just in drag. It's just like
Oh, it is that dude from Below. Damn. He's like a scorpion.
you made it a lot farther before your first reset, so that's good.
True. Damn it. There's no like attack up button.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Spelunky a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, this sucks. Oh, let's miss both of them.
Yeah. Video games. Okay.
All right. Oh, yep. This is different.
Oof.
Damn.
seems like those things aren't affected by the shurikens.
Yeah, I can't hit those guys.
It was kind of funny how you like collected them and they just shattered, but I guess they just shatter after a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you just duck under the fire that they shoot?
No, I just have to stay out of the way.
Oh yeah, because it's so short range. Okay.
Yeah. Damn. I did not. That was not even close. Here we go again. Oh, cool.
I think the boss even has the same amount of health.
Yeah.
I kind of like the design of this fight because it's kind of like it only allows the boss to be vulnerable for just a moment, and when he's vulnerable is when he summons the only thing that can attack you. So you have to like kind of like there's like a risk reward where it's just like this constant flow of peace, 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 danger. You know what I mean? And then like, but the only time you that's cool. I like that actually.
And they help block him. Gotcha.
That's true. Alright, now you're at the point where you just want to take the damage to end the fight.
Yeah. I got an achievement.
Doomsday.
All right, that boss was not easy.
No.
Also, I'm very not good at this game, but
It's okay. I like that falling swinging sword. I like that. It looks
circle
cool.
thing. Whoa, what the hell?
That's a cultist.
Well, that
You'll
was
pay for
hardly
your
worth it.
greed. So you didn't have that parachute before, correct?
No, it certainly didn't.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hey, guys.
We're playing Super Ninja something.
You messed me up. No,
Messed you up.
you really didn't. We have Dave joining us.
Hi, everybody.
He is a
Quick.
first-year PhD
Female
student.
characters who are not necessarily dressed in drag, but who wear masculine-esque, like things. So, like, think Samus, this character, or Sheik.
Okay.
Other ones.
Well, those were the three. Those were like my list right off the top of my head.
This one, seriously? I'm not so sure that this is a female character.
I'm 100% sure that this is a
Let's
female
go back to the
character.
main menu.
Eric's
Maybe let's see if I can.
100% Sure.
Alright, Super House of the Dead Ninjas.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I probably have unlocked a. Oh yeah. Well, here we go. Red Avenger suit. Yeah, those are just suits. Alright, well, there's a Frog Princess suit, so maybe you are right. Green Dragon suit?
I mean,
there's a comic, right? I'll just read the comic here.
Oh, good point.
oh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
Let's see what I'm gonna upgrade. I started with the basic weapons. I've gone through 2 playthroughs with that. The axe tricky to use. We can hit enemies both above you and on the floor below. All right, I bet it's slow as hell. Hadouken. Passes through walls. Okay, no, this is my ranged. So I bet it arcs like a Castlevania type.
Okay.
Ricochet of litigious possibilities.
I like
Oh,
just the
Adult
token
Swim.
gun. Like,
The token gun. Instantly hits anything in front of you. Yeah, I'm gonna... Well, boomerangs, though. Let's try the boomerang. Speaking of
alright,
Castlevania.
so the review on Destructoid says Nintai Ryoko, the supercharged ninja and the title's protagonist,
Is a woman on a mission.
woman on a mission. Her
Alright.
goal, so they at least they think. But let's go ahead and look at Nintai Ryoko. is a character. Now we're on the Giant Bomb subreddit. Our thing. Yeah, it's a girl.
All right. Well
Which
played.
is cool. I like playing as girls. I don't like playing as male characters.
I am pretty
Why is that, Eric?
ambivalent. I suppose I'm happy that there's female representation in games.
Yes.
Particularly when it's not maybe about the femaleness of the character. I think that's important.
I guess I just can't remember a time in the last
Grenades?
7 years or 8 years where I've had the option to make a male or a female character in a game, and I picked a male character.
Interesting.
Diamond Death Dealer. Let's try this.
And I only play female characters in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's also interesting.
Oh, I did not use my magic at all because I forgot what button does the magic.
That might have been useful against some of them bosses.
Could have been.
Wait, so you can just upgrade your life?
I think I've done that already.
Oh!
Which makes sense because
Alright,
I have
so
a lot of life.
This has got like a lot of classic roguelike tropes then. Like,
Yeah.
just like...
Well, I'm sort of a modified, new take on roguelike, right?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm thinking, roguelike would just be you start at the very beginning and it's all based on skill. You have to just better yourself. This is at least you're accumulating some power ups and
I
one-ups.
feel like most roguelike games I play have something along this.
like
Slay
Rogue
this,
Legacy.
like Rogue Legacy has that. Slay the Spire has that as a core function where you unlock kind of new cards and classes and stuff as you keep playing.
Yeah.
Like an ongoing sense of progression. That's
Yeah.
Of meta progression.
What's that gun game?
But I think that is. I don't think that is. I think that is an evolution of the roguelike genre.
Perhaps. I'd be interested to see if what's the genesis is Thief, right?
Rogue.
Rogue. Oh yeah, duh.
It's like
I was close with I said Thief. Wonder. All right. Rogue might not be
no.
that way.
Well, that's no good.
Well, and FTL was a very early.
FTL has you advance the game over time.
Right, because you pick up new ships and alternative game conditions, but you don't gain any. You don't gain any.
Does it make the game easier, or do you
I don't.
You know what
It
I
just
mean?
makes the game different.
Yeah,
Each
easier.
ship- Sure,
could be,
okay.
it could be easier because you're like for instance, when you get the Mantis ship, you board the enemy ship rather than shooting down their systems. You board
Right.
the ship and you kill them that way with all your mantises.
Yeah.
And maybe you personally might find that style easier, right?
Right.
But it's more of it's just like the same thing with what's that game? That's the turn-based 2D game by the same people.
Into the Breach.
Into the Breach, yeah. Into the Breach is the same way, where technically the game isn't getting easier in between rounds,
Right.
but you're unlocking different play styles and stuff like that. And those, just like how in a game like a competitive game like Hearthstone or Dota, where there's certain characters might be better equipped to deal with challenges or better fit your play style. It's kind of the same thing, I think.
But in games like Hearthstone, there are cards that have different rarities, and rarity implicitly implies a power
would you
differential.
consider Hearthstone a roguelike?
No, well, there is a roguelike in Hearthstone, or a roguelike mode.
Right.
But I was more talking about how differences in mechanics can lead to differences in strength. So even though the green Gundams in Into the Breach aren't necessarily better than the red ones.
Into the Breach is a Gundam game?
Yes.
It's a mech-
I had no idea.
It's a pretty fun game.
Oh yeah, I meant Gundam in the oh shit. In the,
Yeah, I meant Gundam in the I just speak bad
I
words.
mean big robots in space, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Gundam like Band-Aids.
It has more in common with traditional mech warrior and kind of Western mecha than it does with proper Gundam or Ingwa.
Oh well, whatever. I like big robots that.
But it's
blow
really
things up.
cool. It's a dope game.
I didn't know that. I'm more likely to pick it up now.
Yeah.
I just thought it looked really complicated, and I don't have room in my
It's
life
actually
right now for
it's not
complicated
it's
games.
one of the simpler
Suck it,
of,
man. This
the
is boomerang.
turn-based difficult
Yeah.
puzzle combatter games that I've ever played. It's got that. Did you like FTL?
I didn't play FTL.
I would say it's about as complicated as FTL.
FTL looked.
Though I will just say that I never really got into the Breach. I tried and I just
I played Into the
I kind of
Breach.
bounced off it a couple times.
I played way more Into the Breach than I played FTL. I actually think it's remarkably simpler.
Into the Breaches?
Yeah, because it's a game that's about. It's got significantly fewer systems to manage,
That's
yeah.
true.
and has
And the amount of decisions you make at any given time is not so high.
right, but it asks you to think temporally instead of concurrently, where it wants you to think 2, 3, 4 turns in advance,
Oh, yeah.
instead of thinking about
Into the Breach?
Yeah, Into the Breach does. Instead of like in FTL, where you need to be thinking about 4 or 5 things that are happening at the same time, and be able to shift those systems on the fly to react to individual events.
Uh-oh.
How do I do?
Ryan may have found a puzzle he cannot solve. There must be... Oh, there you go. Okay.
Damn, and then I fuck it up. Oh, I got some time left.
For me, what I always loved about FTL was the ability to pause and think through my next thing, and then like unpause and then have all my units go do like the certain tasks. I loved FTL. I've always loved roguelikes. They're probably my favorite genre of game, outside of maybe competitive games. I kind of like. I think it's because I really like skill-based play.
Sure.
Like, more so than... I typically don't really get into, like, story games very much, unless they're, like, Metal Gear. Metal Gear and, like, Sekiro. Like, those are still skill-based games, like, to some degree. But... It's like, I think roguelikes just tend to reward repetitive play that, like, where you're really focused on mastery, which is, like, what competitive games kind of offer. But they do it in a more sterile environment where, like, there's no team relying on you,
Right.
or where it feels solvable. Like, right, you're playing a game of StarCraft, yeah, it's 1v1, it's just you and the other person, but you never know what they're gonna do, so it's kind of...
Oh yeah, did you see that? That was
Yeah,
awesome.
that was cool. Did you know he was coming, or did
I
you
saw his
react?
eyes glows.
Yeah, I heard him go...
I wasn't sure it was gonna be him, but I knew something was weird.
There's a term that I hear professional
You see this guy?
League of Legends players throwing around a lot, which is called skill expression.
Huh.
The idea that a mechanic does or does not allow you to express a mastery
monkey.
of that particular skill. And so when things are imbalanced or not working functionally in a competitive game, they often don't allow for useful skill expression. Because they're kind of natively
Right,
about,
you
it's not
got
about
this.
mastery, it's just about like numerics.
Hold on, I want to see.
And I think that roguelikes are all about the manifestation of skill expression.
I hate this guy.
Oh yeah, Dead Cells. That's another game
Yeah.
that is a roguelike that has you get like better over time. Like
I don't know how
I
I'm
wish
supposed
this
to
game
jump
had
over that.
iframes.
Oh, I'm supposed to do the I guess maybe the crouching and then jumping, even though that wasn't working for me earlier. Aha! It works now.
Oh, there's even this game is all about them audio cues.
Yeah. Shit.
I kind of hate it when games have audio cues.
It's not very accessible.
I guess we'll go with that's why I don't like it. It's not like I like to listen to music while I play games or anything.
Well,
Shit.
I wonder if you could just beat him just sitting in the middle and jump over and then throw the boomerang out, because the boomerang will come back.
That's kind of what I was thinking. We won't hit him on the way back, I guess. Oh!
Chances are you'll hit him one of the two
Boom.
ways, right?
I hit him twice at once.
Nice.
for whatever reason, a game isn't, a mechanic isn't accessible, whether it's via your, limited access or via your ideal play environment.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I tend to, like, when I play most competitive games, I tend to have something running in the background. So, like, playing Overwatch, I miss audio cues all the time, which my more competitive, my friends who are better at that game than I am are always like, Dave, you need to be listening for ultimates, you need to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
And I'm just,
I've actually started turning down the in-game music to Overwatch
Yeah.
and find that that's actually pretty helpful. Maybe with the exception of when time is running low and I am not like as hurried as I probably should be. Like it takes a little bit of extra paying attention to know. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like I think at least for me, like the fast-paced music sort of heightens my anxiety and makes me a little bit more jumpy.
yeah, I get that.
And so like I find myself to be much more calm when I don't have the music.
Yeah. I tend to try to listen to. It depends on the game I'm playing, but certain games, like that I know will raise my heartbeat a lot. I'll put on like Boards of Canada, or some like you know, some like more like ambient or electronic, like IDM kind of music. Like StarCraft and Boards of Canada go together real well for me, because StarCraft, I swear my heart rate is like way up here, and like.
Oh, hello.
I'm like almost the exact opposite in that way. Like often I will try to complement a tense gaming situation with music that
Fits the situation.
Or that like directly like gets my adrenaline.
Hey, Admiral Stanley!
Hey, look at you!
Hey, that is me.
We've been waiting. I'm gonna kill you.
Please do.
You were a
At
dragon.
least you're a dragon. That's cooler than like being those weird scorpion things.
True. Dope as fuck. The game knew I was here. Data collection.
Yeah, some of the enemies are named after my Steam friends, and at the end it'll tell me how many friendly enemies or whatever I killed. I don't know what that means really.
Slaughtered.
Bonus.
Thank you for murdering me, Ryan. I really appreciate it. Just straight up killed me in cold blood.
I wouldn't call it in cold blood.
It was hot blood.
This isn't a Truman Capote novel.
Anything that involves the murder of me must have been done in cold blood. There's no way anyone would ever kill me.
It was definitely not self-defense. You weren't a giant dragon.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I was a perfectly harmless, wonderful creature.
Speaking of skill, what did you call it? Skill expression.
Yep.
One of the things I find interesting about this game is that there'll be certain points where you get offered 3 chests.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan, but you can't tell the contents of those chests beforehand. It's like that's like anti-skill expression, as opposed to a game like Dead Cells, where it's like also roguelike, like this also side-scrolling slasher. But when you instead of being like 3 chests and not knowing what's going to be in which one, it'll give you 2 like options very often, and then you'll have to pick one, and the other one will disappear. And so that's like, I guess, allows for more meaningful skill expression, so to speak.
I think that's an interesting take, because I wonder.
There it
There you go.
is.
Yeah, please take one.
I feel like every
It does
time
tell me what it is in there.
what you
which
got
is
at
interesting.
the end, right?
I wonder if these levels are seeded.
But I like that it's like, oh, you could have had this, you know?
That's good. They probably are.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Because if they're seeded, then the form of skill expression they might expect from you
Chat might be going off. They're not.
is memorization.
Yeah.
You know, the repetition of like, okay, I know exactly what level this is, so I know what chests these are.
It's kind of like Spelunky, where they have like daily seeds and stuff.
And the like the ability to spread and share seeds on Slay the Spire.
Dirty.
That people do, and I mean,
And in Binding of Isaac.
Yep, and in an era of speedrunning, having that solvable challenge, where your goal is to like memorize the challenge to the point where you can execute it as flawlessly and as quickly as possible. I think that might be a thing. Now I don't know about this game in particular, but that's.
I think it is. I think it's more procedural than that, but but I don't have a whole lot of.
Well, the question is if you have a seed that like you can put in, and then you're playing like the same level as someone else.
That's a good question.
Man, I should do an episode of Binding of Isaac on. Do you know about like Binding of Isaac?
Of course.
Competitive. Well, do you know about the competitive scene?
No,
So the competitive scene is like you and somebody else put in the same seed. Like, neither of you have played this particular seed before, because like a randomized seed.
And so then you get the furthest?
No, it's
Or the fastest?
Yeah, whoever can beat the game the fastest. Usually it's a mom's heart kill, I think is. But those are pretty interesting. I always love like those competitive speedrunning events where players are pitted like against each other. Like they do that a lot for I think it's Awesome Games Done Quick. So the one where the last event or the penultimate event is typically like 3 or 4 players racing Super Metroid, right?
Yep.
And like the interesting thing is they don't always take the same route. So like I don't know. I always find those to be like an interesting way to visualize the competition of speedrunning in the sense of Boss 3, baby.
Nicely done.
You got it. You got the boomerang, man.
Yeah. Last Summer Games Done Quick, they did a Super Mario Sunshine race. Which was a really interesting race because there are a number of time-saving.
You have to blow him up with the bomb.
I think so.
There are a number of like time-saving glitches and like pixel-perfect movements that you have to perform that if you fail on, you have to either reset or take a more safe strategy. And so watching people be able to execute or have to take various routes over the course of a long game can be really interesting.
Magic?
I think I gotta hit those stupid bombs. Oh, that doesn't work.
Maybe you can only hit him when he's charging up like that.
Oh, maybe so. Yep.
That did the trick.
That's the classic. It's how this game definitely wants to be designed. Is like when the enemy is just about to attack, that's when they're vulnerable. Because that's how the last boss was. Or no, one of the bosses you already lost to.
I love the bomb in the animation of the explosion, like the word bomb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just in
Believe it
case
or not,
there isn't.
I do not have a lot of time to look. Enjoy the scenery.
Is that the last one?
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Oh yeah, it is.
What time is it? Oh, we got enough time to go one more time. Oh, actually, I want to. Let's split out. I want to change some things. I don't want those grenades anymore.
They weren't doing you too many favors.
I don't really like them.
I like the boomerang though. I thought that was
boomerang
working out
awesome.
well. Dynamite. I always gravitate in terms of going back to skill expression. I am definitely the kind of player who will always gravitate towards any kind of limitless like ammo item over like a boomerang where I know I'll always have that in my pocket, or like this is like a really bad example because Doom, the new Doom, is like a game where you just get copious amounts of ammo.
Right.
But like I still would just sit there with the little pistol because I had infinite ammo, like, charge it up and charge up. I love playing that game like that.
I really get that. I think there's something to be said for like reducing that anxiety of a limited resource and being able to kind of just rely on the mechanics of a particular weapon that you find appealing in that way. I know that I did that kind of thing all the time in like playing on the harder difficulties, like the early Halo games.
Oh, I've got a terrible example, but continue for just a
No,
second.
go ahead.
Well, okay, so this is really bad. But okay, so when I was playing, so Half-Life 1, or Half-Life 2, Episode 1 has an achievement where if you beat, like the final achievement for that game is beat the game only firing one bullet. Alright? Now, I misread their achievement, and I thought it was for just for the base game of Half-Life 2.
Oh.
So I beat all of Half-Life 2 only shooting one bullet the entire game.
Oh.
And this is like my fourth or fifth time beating Half-Life 2 because that game's a masterpiece. And it's interesting because we're talking about just like, so the first thing you use is gravity gun. Like you're just always picking something up and like shooting it. Like if you get like a saw or something, like one of the really good gravity things, it's like it becomes that reusable thing where like you're like carefully aiming it because you're like, if I shoot this like over a barrier or something, I don't get this back.
It's gone.
I don't have any weapons anymore. That was such a weird and fun run, and then I got to the end, I'm like, I didn't get the achievement? What?
No.
And then I realized like Half-Life 2 Episode 1 is a lot shorter, and you get the supercharged gravity gun. So like, shooting only one bullet is like not actually like an unreasonable request, as opposed to trying to beat the actual one with only the crowbar.
That's like a brand new speedrunning like category, I bet, you know, where you're like...
Oh, let's look it up. Keep talking.
Firing no bullets. Yeah, I did some stuff like that with games early on. So I would play the whole of the first Halo with just the plasma pistol. Because it was like, and on any level where you, like, it would be my goal just to, like, not shoot anything and only melee until I could find a plasma pistol on a level, which would make some of the levels where you're predominantly fighting flood enemies really, really difficult, because it's often hard to find a weapon like that, and the plasma pistol sucks against most of that. I don't know, there's a bunch of games I tried to do that kind of thing.
I'm gonna be honest, speedrun.com needs to better optimize their search function. I put in half space life 2, and it did not know what I was doing. Okay, so we've got... Okay, so there is no
I like these long
category.
hallways
That's
that
like
make sure I
2
don't have any
for-
rage left.
There's any percent, no void clip, or
Just regular any percent. So that means you need to submit a speed run for Half-Life 2, fired like with one bullet, any percent single bullet as your new category, and then you'll be the world record holder for a little while.
I don't know. I don't get. Okay, so this is kind of funny, but in terms of speedrunning, like I've been really thinking a lot about speedrunning because I want to do a speedrun when Kelly comes back for the arena for a month. So like we're gonna try to get to a point where I'm gonna pick a game that presumably could be beaten in the 2 hours that we have.
Sure.
And the goal hopefully will be to be able to just finish the game
In the 2 hours?
in the 2 hours by the end of the month.
Yeah.
Or
That'd
if,
be cool.
or if it's a game that could be completed in like 30 minutes, it'll be like get 2 runs in
Right.
by like or something like that.
Okay.
But anyway, it's like I'm excited about that. I've been looking into certain games and like it can be interesting to try to figure out what game you want to speedrun. But one of the things is like it's funny. A lot of the games that I really like are competitive games. Can't really speedrun those. Roguelikes. I don't really want to speedrun those. And then for some games, it's like
Damn
Doom, like the game, Doom 2016 version. I love that game. I wouldn't mind returning to it from a speedrun perspective. But then I looked at speedruns, and they're all games where you just clip out of bounds and like run through the thing rather than actually playing the game. Like I don't really. That doesn't engage me as a player. Like I want to like be like skill testing, right?
Right.
And so there is a Doom category for like no clipping through walls.
But it's probably like an 8 or 6 hour clear, like.
It's too long for the show. That's
right.
For sure.
I mean, long enough that it wouldn't be useful.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good for our show. But it's more like I find myself not gravitating towards those more niche ones. Like I wouldn't be the kind of person to be like, yeah, I got the world record in not shooting bullets. Like
I have the Half-Life 2 any percent 1 bullet fired gravity gun only world record.
Exactly. Like, but then again. Okay, go ahead.
I think that categories become popular when people establish them and demonstrate the effort that goes into making them.
For sure.
So I think that there's definitely room for that kind of niche category. For a long time, any percent runs were often just like, kind of core 80% runs are almost always the way a game starts, and then within a given speedrunning community, they decide on what like is or isn't fun to watch. And those are typically the categories that become the dominant ones. So you never know what's gonna like.
Like, I was, what the heck? Why is it having? It's having a lot.
No.
Speedrun. I must be honest again.
Oh shit.
Like I said, I like criticize speedrun.com. Speedrun.com is like the.
All right. So sorry, you guys are talking a lot and not really paying attention.
No.
My timer ran down and this giant death thing came after me.
So
like
we
a
finally
death
know what
angel.
happens
Yeah.
when that thing goes.
That was friggin' nuts. Anyway, continue your conversation.
I was just gonna say, like, I already criticized their search function, but also, like, the site just loads really slow. The main speedrunning website.
Yeah, it's not a great website.
Anyway.
Well, I guess it's a more server side. It could be a great UI and everything, but they have like no servers or something.
This guy again.
We don't care about you, Ryan, or what you're doing.
Yeah.
At least you now.
So glad you came here so you could talk about your show.
I know. Okay, but I will say. I find it interesting now that you're just like going for like the sword on him. It seems like you have way increased your mastery of this game in just the past like 30 minutes. Because like this guy, you died to him like 3 times.
Figuring out the jump thing helped quite a bit.
Oh yeah. That is true. Nice. Ooh, you kind of finished him with style.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are we doing on time?
It's 52.
Okay.
I'm gonna go plot when we get done, I'm gonna plot my stuff up in the classroom, and then I'm gonna, this is the other one. Anyways, we're talking about, so like for GoldenEye 007 for the 64, I was watching this like video talking about the history of the speedrunning in that game, and it eventually got learned that it's actually time-wise faster to look down while you're playing because the game can't, like, it doesn't have to load as many sprites and stuff, so... And so, it basically killed the speedrunning community, one of the biggest speedrunning communities at the time, because players were like, I don't, like, this is not playing the game, like, it's not enjoyable.
It's not fun to watch.
Yeah, it's not fun to watch, it's not fun to play, just like the fact that you can save a couple seconds by looking down. But now, looking down is just accepted. I guess it just takes time. I also think speedrunning may have changed in terms of its culture since.
Yeah, I think that there's been a simultaneous push toward viewability and accessibility from outside of speedrunning
I was gonna say, you might get to
communities
see the timer again.
via events like AGDQ and SGDQ.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think there's been a real push inside of that, kind of reacting to that and being like, no, pure skill expression is the only thing that matters. Like, fastest, purest time. It's all just dependent on what you like.
Please take one. Who's the shopkeeper?
A dead guy in a bowler hat?
Dope. I mean, bowler hat and death definitely screams capitalism to me.
Yeah.
How are you still able to scream underwater? This game needs to work.
Yes.
Damn it.
Yes, the tower with no load-bearing components needs to work on its physics.
Damn.
Very nice. I love the delayed reaction sometimes you get on enemies as they die. The sprite work is just beautiful in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good looking game.
I've really come to appreciate high-quality 8-bit and 16-bit pixel work because it's often dramatically more difficult given the current tools to produce that than it is more lifelike computer graphics.
Do you think so?
I often do.
I kind of disagree to some degree.
Damn it.
I think
What a
that
joke.
I'm not. I guess I don't want to like no true Scotsman. I don't know what the logical fallacy is, but I don't want to like logical fallacy it. But it's kind of like I think there's probably a lot of effort goes into realistic computer graphics.
I agree with you. The more of the point I'm trying to make is that via things like the proliferation of 3D engines, the existing use of and reuse of previously modeled assets,
Okay.
via materials like the Unreal Engine, and the kind of for rent or for hire material. I think that since most pixel art needs to be done from the ground up, whereas you have a sort of default advantage working out of those kind of existing engines.
What?
What is that about? Oh, you just have to like break it down.
That was kind of cool.
I don't know what just happened there, but okay.
I don't know. That's my take, and I just think that's because of the years and years of work that has gone into developing.
What's
those.
going on? I'm scared. Oh no, death's coming. Okay, kill that bat. Oh, okay, you just picked up time. I assume that that's what was happening, right? Death was coming.
Yeah.
I was really scared. Damn. That was a real jerk of a.
Jesus. Alright.
This is a great example of a game that like couldn't have actually existed on like the N64 or like the Super Nintendo or
Yeah.
something. But kind of emulates.
Alright, I get to do this guy again. This will play us out.
Now you know what you're doing.
Did that take off?
It didn't. It looks like you have to sword him.
You have to sword him. Damn. Which means you have to get close enough to sword him, but not so close as to touch him and take damage.
Jesus.
Well, you
Yeah, I don't
hurt
think this is
him.
gonna work.
Good dodge.
It's funny, I find myself like watching this game wishing that it had like features of other games, like not just letting it be its own thing. So for instance, I want it to have like rolling invincibility frames. You know what I mean?
But once you've played like a Souls-like, you want every game to have rolling invincibility
like-
frames.
It's just like, oh, it's just such a satisfying system, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, both have 2 hits left.
Not anymore.
Hey, nicely done.
You beat a guy with one arm.
Now he has no arms.
Now he has no arms.
3 minutes left. Very good.
I did not beat him at all.
Oh, God.
Well,
Oh,
or
God.
this guy.
Holy
Is
crap.
this the one-armed swordsman, or is this like a guy who ate the one-armed swordsman?
It looked like it burst from his chest.
This is some kind of eldritch abomination.
Yeah. Alright.
Eldritch
No, that didn't kill me.
Oh, you
That
probably
killed
have to
me.
land on that rock.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely what happens. Maybe I have another continue, but I don't think so. No, that's it.
Well, that's good timing.
Yeah, it's pretty good timing. All right, well, thanks for joining us on Coffee Break. Yeah, I don't really know what else. Get this.
This is a good time.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you
I'm
on
sorry.
next.
I'm sorry.
We'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.